Hello everyone, this is episode 15 of my video series being an intern here at DLA. Um, it is quite the concern that I haven't posted recently. We have been busy here, and it is the first time in I want to say at least probably even a week that I've been at the office. So a lot has happened ever since last time I recorded. I guess just to start with what has happened. So I want to say probably Tuesday was the last time I recorded. But just to be sure, um, I'm gonna start from Saturday the 12th um, based on my calendar here. So Saturday 12th, and I guess also and Friday afternoon we did Hall Bend. Um, we went through all of that. It was pretty good overall. I think I have covered it. I won't cover it too much, but we just did our bio blitz back then, and I'm hoping that I mentioned it in the last video. But some stuff, relevant stuff that I've seen was double crested cormorants. Um, got to see a lot of cool spiders, a lot of cool insects and plants and stuff, and overall just a really good place to just be around nature and everything. I did a lot of walking. I did a hike by myself, which was actually quite fulfilling. It was quite refreshing also, so I'll give it that. And then the whole last week, um, if you want to check all the DLA social platforms, we did a internet takeover, and on that Monday, I had my post set up along with other posts that were posted throughout last week. So Monday we had our day off. Tuesday we did our last round, I guess second round of insect sampling with Dr. Professor Rousseau and Atticus, and it went. It was a good day overall. It was just the results weren't as much as fulfilling as last time, because it was this round. It was me and Will who did the insect sampling, the safer I guess, of just knitting them, and then putting like a push pop thing to stick photos of it around. Me and Will didn't get as much species as me and Renee did. I want to say that we got like probably 4 or 5 times more as we did the first round than we did the second round, which is kind of disappointing. But it was overall it was a good day, and I think I saw a possible bobcat on our way back to Cades Cove Information Kiosk, which I want to say it is a bobcat. Really, it looked like a feral cat at first, but then I noticed that there wasn't really a tail sticking out from the back of the cat. So I'm like, wait, that's not a cat, is it? I'm thinking it might have been a possible bobcat, but I mean, it also looked like it was like a mini version of a puma or cougar, Puma concolor. Um, but yeah, it was a pretty fun day. And then Wednesday we had our morning off, and then at 1 p.m. we went to conservation fisheries. We had a tour. We saw all the amazing process of how they raise fish and how they catch them from the wild, raise them up in captivity, and release them once they're ready. So they've been able to rescue so many species, even if it does take a long while to do it. They have helped, and they're in the process of helping a species be removed from the endangered list, I believe, to I think threatened is probably the level above it, I believe. So I'm pretty stoked to meet the people who run it. Mr. Bo, he's been doing it for I want to say 25 years now, and they're in the process of actually building, or they're gonna start building a new building, so they can raise even more fishes, which I think in the long run is gonna be helpful if they wanna pursue more fishes around Tennessee. So, and then we did a we had like a 2 hour break, so we had lunch over at this like I want to say mall, but it's like a mall specific only for like food. So I guess like a food bar or something. And I had this like rice bowl, but with like um, marinated meat, and then or marinated beef, and then like it was covered in Afghanistan bread. And I had a side of salad and some French fries. I'm gonna post some photos. I'm gonna post relevant photos in the group chat after I'm done recording, but it was oh my god, it was so good. I had probably one of the best days back then. I was really full by the time I finished it. I was like completely, I was completely washed. Um, but after that, we went to Schultz Breyer for our conservation on tap event. This specific one was Save Our Public Lands, um, which it went well actually. We had a lot of people show up, and I think compared to the other days, it was like one of the more eventful, one of the more successful. I think based on past numbers, I think, which if you ask me, it's actually pretty interesting. A lot of organizations from around the community and around Tennessee, the Great Smoky Mountains, and everything have had a lot to say, and they all had like this same theme about just talk to your governors and representatives and letting to know that the Smokies or any mountain range in general isn't to be played around with. It's to be preserved. It's supposed to be protected. Because once we lose it, we really can't get it back as easy or as fast as we destroyed it. So it's been a very powerful way for organizations to speak their mind and show what the people have to say and everything. It's been that day was really great. And then we had I want to say frozen yogurt. Was it custard? Afterwards, on our way back to the dorm, and it was pretty good. And then Thursday we just I think Thursday did we do an office day on Thursday or did we work from home? We probably did office day on Thursday. I don't quite remember. We might have just done a work from home day. That day Haley had to go home for a wedding, and so it was pretty much just 3 interns. And then on Friday we had our black lighting event. I want to say that was actually one of the most eventful days for me specifically because I got to use the bat detector that night, and I'm still a bit iffy about it, but I'm gonna show some screenshots and probably a short video of how I managed to work it out. Will had it for I want to say a few years, but he's never really had the time or chance to do it, and he was like kind of stuck. So the BioBlitz that I mentioned earlier, it was the first time I actually used the application, and I only was able to record, two bat species, and I can't remember what they were, but I know for a fact that I now know how to like, at least record and then find the specific echolocations or sonar that bats emit, and so I was able to pick up like these patterns in the spectrogram, I think, on the app, and it was actually quite interesting actually, which is the impressive part. And then yeah, we did black lighting. It was a fun event. Everybody else did the black lighting. I did my bat part, but I did take some time to look at the cool night insects, the moths, the scarabs, beetles, flies, and everything. So it was a pretty good day. We camped overnight. Yeah, by the way, this is all done at Smokemont, just to let you know where we were doing it at. And then the next day, we had breakfast with everyone, and then we left, and then me, Zach, and Renee went to Kanaluchi, I think is the place. I'm really bad with these names, so I do apologize. I think it's at Kanaluchi, Kanaluti, one of the two. I do apologize for mispronouncing the names, but we went there to the visitor center, and I got a postcard from my sister because I know she will kill me if I don't get a postcard. And then I got myself a bear cap. It was kind of fluffy and it keeps you warm, so I'm kind of excited for that one. And then we went to the dorms, and then yesterday it was just a normal day at the dorm, really. And then today, we had a staff meeting as usual, and then um, we kind of like sort of talked about what's gonna happen this week, which I think I'll reserve for possibly tomorrow. I'm gonna explain the plan for this week tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, overall everything has been pretty cool. I mean, it is a quite eventful week, past couple of days, and I've been a bit overwhelmed, and I'm a bit tired right now. And to make matters worse, apparently the AC here at the office broke down possibly Friday, and I forgot about it until today, and now I'm experiencing um, no AC. So the only type of air quality I have is this little fan here, um, which is not the best, but it's better than nothing really. But I mean, I could go to the science center, but it's a bit too late now, and I've been there already earlier today. Um, but yeah, I'll I'm gonna head to the science center tomorrow if we do a science, not science, if we do an office day. Um, but yeah, um, that's that's pretty much everything. So I think I've caught you all up to date. Like I said, this week is gonna be an important week, and it's gonna be an eventful one too. So I'll reserve that for tomorrow's episode. As you all might know, I am currently approaching the end of the internship. I'll be back in South Carolina on the 9th. But I have a plan for once I leave, so I'll leave that towards the end, towards the last, I want to say the last week of the internship. I want to spoil it yet, but I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. I hope you all are doing okay. Probably it's been a while since I've said that, so you know, we want to make sure you all are doing okay, wherever you are. Um, I know that Dia is still enjoying her time in Germany, I believe. I contacted her a few weeks ago about that, and everything seems doing all right. So, good job, Dia. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing. And I hope everyone else is doing okay. Uh, yeah. I'm trying to keep myself stable, I guess. I'm not sure what's the right word. Trying to keep myself in a good mental state, but also in a physical state also. You know, I've been drinking a lot of water. I've really restricted myself. Like, the crazy thing is that I haven't really consumed as much, I guess, junk food as people would say. I guess it's just because of how I, the mindset I had when I came around here. Because, like, I don't know. It's just like I wanted to challenge myself to like because we're gonna be I'm gonna be sharing a dorm. You know, I just decided to like challenge myself to see how long I will last without being uh picky on food. You know, just trying to survive with the basic essentials of your protein, your wheats, your carbs, your fruit, vegetables, and everything, your dairy. You know, and it's actually been quite a good journey. For the most part, everything's good, and I really do appreciate DLA for giving me this chance to be a intern. But it's not over yet. Like I said, this week is going to be a very important, but also a very eventful week. So I'll share that schedule tomorrow and tomorrow's episode. And as I mentioned before, since we are approaching the end of this internship, I'm gonna try and post as regularly as possible, just to have a taste of what's coming up in these last few weeks and days. So yeah, I appreciate you all for hanging out with me today. Hopefully, I want to be more, I guess, concise, more consistent with these uploads. I know I've been all over the place, so I will make this something of a daily thing. If not, probably every 2 days, and hopefully be more, I guess, online for this part. I'm not really sure how you can say this, but I just want to bring you the best of what I can to offer. So, yeah, be on the lookout for the video and also for the photos that I'll be sharing. I'll try and put them in chronological order so that it doesn't be like a jumble of a mess. So I'll start with probably what happened on Tuesday, if I have any photos from there, and then work until probably today. So yeah. Thank you all again. I'm hoping I don't die because of no AC, but I think I'll survive. So appreciate it. Peace.